We met Tom through he was highly recommended by our lawyer, and we were new to the entire process, so it was great to have a reference. And yeah, we hooked up with Tom, and he kind of walked us through what was going to happen, which was great because we're pretty new to the whole buying and selling. And yeah, so it was so great to touch base with him and just go over the logistics of the whole process.
Yeah, we were pretty confident through Lewis recommending him. So it was, yeah, a good comfort level, you know, getting into it.
And we needed to, we'd already purchased a property, so we were quite anxious to get a quick sale. So as soon as Tom knew our situation, he was, you know, he changed his schedule, and we met up right away. And yeah, he had a great team behind him that they started you know, marketing our property and getting the signs up and getting everything listed and putting together a great flyer brochure with all the details. So it was like a well-oiled machine. You know, once we decided to do it, we were off and running and got great results, right?
Yeah, immediately we got
quite
results.
Quickly. So it was
that night and the next morning we got.
Yeah, and just
interested.
Yeah, he kind of took over. You know, all our kind of concerns and worries were, you know, addressed, and kind of held our hand through the process, which was exactly what we needed. Because, as I said, we don't do this every day, and it was all a little bit overwhelming.
It's really stressful, to say the least.
Yeah, as I'm sure most people find it, but yeah, we had a great result, and we're really quite happy with the process.
Yeah, and it happened so quickly which is even more surprising.
And Crystal, Tom's assistant, was always at the other end of the phone if we had any questions, and was always very helpful.
She had a number of questions. We could answer them right away and get things. Yeah.
I guess when the offers started to come in, because we weren't really didn't know what to expect, and when Tom came over the evening that we did the deal, it was almost like a little Hollywood, because it was people coming and going, and
it was surreal for sure. I figured Tom would be coming over to instruct us as to what to change
to show,
you know, like there may not be any offers, and he may make suggestions as to how to stage the property better. That's what I expected. I didn't expect Tom to be coming in with offers, and then I realized this is it, and then.
That was definitely the most exciting.
It was surreal in a sense.
But that was the most exciting part, when the offers started coming in, and that we were getting a great reaction, and just how it was handled.
You felt like you had some control, finally.
Yeah.
And of course, the final offer was the most exciting one.
So it was
totally unexpected. And it was.
But the outcome what we wanted, and we're quite.
It all fell into place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so couldn't ask for a better result. So.
That was the most exciting part, I think. The scariest part was just, you know, once we decided to sell and that we signed on, okay, it's going out there, it's going to be in the public eye, and there's, you know, that was kind of like taking a plunge, because it's going to be a lifestyle change for us where we're moving to. So that was kind of like, okay, we're really going to do this now. Like
And of course, purchasing the other property increases your stress level, because you're going to be carrying a mortgage, essentially 2 mortgages for a period of time. But that wasn't the you know, that was one factor.
Yeah, that added to the scary level.
And then maybe people wouldn't see your property the way you saw it when we bought it.
Yeah,
you know,
we weren't sure what reaction we would get to our property, since it is a little bit different. So that was kind of scary. Yeah. But we got pretty good indication on the first day showing that there was interest. So. Yeah. At first, I thought maybe that's a bit, maybe we don't need all of that, but when Georgie came over and she started taking the photographs, it was kind of an interesting process. And then when Tom dropped the leaflets off, I think it did a nice representation of our space, and certainly, you know, seeing it through someone else's eyes, I think really helped. And you know, when I show people the flyer, they're like, you know, wow, you know, it does look great. So I think it helps people visualize, you know, the space better, and that you can take it and hold on to it and kind of go over it. And the fact that it was so detailed as well, with, you know, the, you know, neighborhood details and just...
and the floor plan, people understand immediately what the space is all about?
Yeah, so after we did it, I could see the value of having that, and something that people can take away and kind of digest what, you know, with all the logistics of the property itself and information. So yeah, I was impressed with that whole process.
It's easy when you're living in a space day to day, you don't really realize all its little features, because you kind of overlook them because you're...
It's just seeing it through someone else's eyes, I think.
I think it was really made a huge, well, it was critical. You need that.
And the fact that it was turned around so quickly, that the photography was done on Saturday, and I think Tom dropped off printed pieces on Sunday night or Monday morning.
Yep.
So the fact that it could be turned around so quickly too was pretty amazing.
It's brilliant. Yep.
Basically, we met up with Tom here in the evening, and he had several offers that were presented in person by agents, and so they came in and presented their proposal, and when they were finished, they left. And then he had 2 offers that were, I'm not sure if they were emailed in to him, but we went over the details of those offers, and then luckily it was fairly obvious which one was the best offer, so we didn't really have too much indecision. And as soon as we decided on the offer, Tom was on the phone to that agent and buyer, and they came over and we signed, and it was over. So yeah, again, I didn't really know how it would play out or what to expect, but it was...
about the length of time it took to brew a pot of coffee and not even finish a coffee, and it was... Everybody was hugging, and and buyer was happy.
And Tom spoke with our lawyer. There was a few, again, because it's a commercial property as well as residential, there was a few points Tom just wanted to go over with our lawyer. So he had our lawyer on the phone as well, just making sure everything was up, you know, as it should be. So that was, again, you know, helped with our confidence and just feeling good that this was a deal that was not going to have any, you know, little issues or something. But so the buyer, again, because we had addressed any questions, so the buyer as well was, you know, happy that
everybody was on the same page and knew. It was great.
Coming into this whole process, again, we've been here for 10 years, so we haven't been like dealing with the property market or buying or selling. So we kind of came into this not knowing what the process would be, but once we hooked up with Tom, he really held our hand through the process and, you know, let us know what to expect. And once we made the decision, I said it was quite a quick process because we had purchased a property. So once we knew we were going to go with Tom, it was like a well-oiled machine.
Exactly. And it was so streamlined. And
yeah, he had the people that needed to come by to do measurements and
completely trouble-free. Like, bang, it was.
Yeah, so I was quite impressed with that it was like...
And so speedy, like the architect, or the draftsman, the guy doing the plans was here immediately.
And Georgie
took photographs immediately.
And
out in the cold.
So yeah, it was pretty.
It was printed and then
it was very seamless. So we were quite happy with that whole process.
Just fantastic. Yep.
Quite happy.